Yeah.
Oh, Mike's in here.
Hey.
Pork, who's DG Son of Till?
I think you know who that is.
Yeah, but it was just always Son of Till. I don't know if someone else made an account or
Oh,
something.
no, that's Son of Till. DG stands for Dongate.
Ah,
Because Dongate is dying. And we're back.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second game of November 15th. I am JD, completely happy about my performance here, Mage. With my casting partner, not Heavy Weapons Guy, sadly. It is Mike.
What's up, everybody?
Nothing against Mike in that, I just miss my dead parrot. I hate him, but I can't live without him. And, of course, the streamer Pork Chop. Today is the I still need an invite, actually.
Ask Mike what the password
It's
is.
full. I will, yeah.
Yes, please tell me the password on stream. That would only be good. Fine. Anyway. It is the second match of the day. Bilgewater took an astounding victory, 27-5 against Ionia. Now, the second match will commence very soon once I find the damn game. Let's open tab after damn tab. Joining game.
Bilgewater, get Twitch, please. I want Twitch so we can boop everyone.
What does Twitch do with booping?
I don't know, he pops out of nowhere and boops you. That's what he does. Yeah.
Bilge.
But, you know, Bilgewater already has 2 ADCs. Do you really need a third?
It's at the same time, Twitch could be played as a jungle assassin. For those that like to jungle assassin. I think if they would ever do it in a factions game, Rock and Raw would hunt them down and castrate them personally.
Boop.
Now, one thing to note, between these games were supposed to be a team versus team, but Nagarok did have to step out, and Heavy Weapons Guy is filling in for the second team. Or filling in for the second game. And just to continue the manhandling of Ionia's pride, Bilgewater has decided to use book icons. I myself included.
Yeah. That's like Ionia's big weakness. They look at a book, it blows up on them.
They just start reading a book. They're trying to be intelligent, but every time they do, it just blows up.
Boop.
Dost thou even read?
Dost thou even boop?
It does seem... Oh god, that's a thing now.
Sorry.
Anyway, it does seem like Bilgewater is going to continue to ban out ass.
Yeah, yeah, Akali banned because I guess they just banned her, so there's no confusion from Ionia because she is in fact a Mia, thanks to the failed espionage roles.
It's not so much Mia as it is Karma gave Akali a book of 50 Shades of Grey from the library and then exploded.
Thought you were going a different direction when you said 50 Shades of Grey, but alright.
Well, I just said 50 Shades of Grey because my understanding of Karma and the library was a matter of she found the adult contemporary section of the library and decided it was unholy and completely imbalanced and then blew it up. The only surviving literature was 50 Shades of Grey, which was then promptly blown up.
I guess that makes sense.
Now, we do have Rad being banned out on the side of Ionia, trying to get some cool street cred. Of course, that fails because this is not 1995.
Maybe they tried to spell read.
Yeah.
They can't.
It's either...
Well, they could have just banned out Red, and then could say, oh, that was the other kind of red.
True.
I read that. Of course, Raw locking in Nautilus, that is, of course, his preferred champion to play.
Yeah.
Crashing.
So we basically have the exact same teams as last game, other than Nagarok and Heavy Weapons Guy swapped out.
Purple, instead of playing Karma this time, picking up Ari, it seems, and Elite Bam from Varus into Aurelia. For those watching this video versus the first video, we had an Aurelia mid on the side of Ionia, which did do very well against the Twisted Fate in mid lane, but after a very painful dragon and bot lane massacre, it just became a giant snowballing effect for Bilgewater.
Now, when you go, like, all one form of damage, in that case physical, after a certain point, you just can't kill anyone, because their whole team's just going to have, like, 5 Thornmails.
That is something to note, but it wasn't the main flaw of the Ionian team. It was Graves getting a near triple kill bot lane for really no loss except for 2 people. Oh no, it was a 3 for 3. But still, Graves got 3 kills, was able to go back, get his Essence Reaver, come back to the lane, and then soon do a dragon fight, where Ionia does get dragon, but Master Yi did not dodge the Nautilus ult, which then blew up Yi and Aurelia into the air. Karma and Varus were caught by Nami ultimate, and it was just a very good cleanup. And we do have Life Fixer on his Master Yi, that is his preferred champion to play. And Necromancer on Varus versus the Shen. But it does seem like everybody's going to be picking the same champions as they did before. Though Dark not picking up Gangplank, but probably will change. Heavy, taking a page from my book, choosing random champions in attempts to troll the enemy team. But he will lock into Graves.
Yeah. So, Ionia, historically this arc has done very poorly in the featured matches. Only one time have they won their set of 3. Bilgewater is undefeated, so it's not the best scenario for Ionia.
Now Dark Omega choosing his waifu.
So, like you predicted, we have Gangplank, which is probably gonna do pretty well against Aurelia. Like, I think he would do better than Jax.
He would probably do. Gangplank, though, of course, being his main champion, even outside of the Bilgewater roster.
So, I think Arish is a good choice for mid this time instead of Aurelia. I mean, I was questioning why they picked Aurelia in the mid lane. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ari does well against Twisted Fate normally, so I was very surprised.
She normally does as well.
Twisted Fate once again goes for the double movement spells with the flashing ghost. Guess he just wants to be able to either chase down or run away from everyone. They did pick up Soraka, which for me says they just want to. I'm going to assume that they want to go ahead and get Yi to be the focus of these fights, being hyper carry. Just want him to get fed and have Soraka keep him alive throughout the fight by just constantly throwing out the heals.
Sorry for lack of commentating right now. I had to finish something quick. I'm almost done.
Boop.
Alright. Yeah, so I am trying to think about how the heavy weapons guy switch-up is going to affect Bilgewater, but he's a diamond. Nagarok used to be a diamond. I think
Still considered.
People still say he's a diamond because he still plays like one. I don't think it's going to make any major effect. They're both great players.
Indeed. Now, 2 teleports on the side of Ionia will give them a bit of a map control advantage. Does not seem like there's any other disparity between the spells, but Bilgewater having the same ones. Granted, heavy weapons guys using his heal versus Nagarok's Ignite.
And that's basically playing safer, keep the ADC alive longer rather than more kill potential.
Though Nagarok's playstyle, which is the main reason he's gold, is definitely the point there. Difference.
Nagarok does have some very non-conventional playstyles and builds, like the support Mundo that was infamous in the Hex Deck Revolution.
So many cleavers.
Yeah. So, Ionia, like you mentioned, has the 2 teleports. That gives them the stronger global presence, but it's still very close because TF, he has basically a built-in teleport of his own. Gangplank, while not a teleport, he does have a global ultimate that will do damage.
A very substantial amount of damage. Now, looking towards the matchup, I am a little wary to see how Pallies is going to be doing against Junpei on his Ahri, after being quite heavily throttled by that Aurelia last game. Let's see if that's going to give him any bit of a structural disadvantage in his mindset. Words I speak that are English.
Yeah, Pallies is a bronze. Junpei is a gold, so that's definitely not the best, skill matchup as well as champion matchup. It doesn't look that great either.
Something to note, though, with GG Pallies, he is known as the Alpha Bronze, who has been able to outplay several gold and even platinum players from factions.
Yeah, true. I will admit, GG Pallies, although bronze, is a very good bronze player.
Loading in right now, we of course see 4 skins on the side of Bilgewater. Gangplank being the only one not to, kind of odd for Dark Omega to not own a skin for that champion. And 2 skins on the side of Ionia with Reaper Soraka and Samurai Yi.
Yeah, Bilgewater definitely takes this one. They got double the skin amount, so there's really no contest.
Exactly. Now that does give Bilgewater the unofficial points of winning the game. They all get a plus 79 to stat boosts. Completely legit, ask Riot.
Yeah.
And of course, since this is a Saturday with the numbers in the year and date ending in a prime number, probably, that will give them a quadruple bonus. Thank you, RNGesus, for that bounty that you give to us.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking, this change-up with Ahri in the mid lane is probably going to work out better for Ionia. Because, if you get a Fed Aurelia, she can go pretty tanky, bruising, and dive a lot. But Ahri, if she gets fed, she's going to be able to put out a lot of damage to a lot of people, burst a lot of things down. Like, she can land Charm onto the graves. It could be devastating, Fed Ahri.
That would be the thing. Granted, any of these champions being fed would be very painful for Bilgewater.
Yeah.
Well, granted, not Rosa, but it's very hard for Rocket to get fed.
Yeah, she's like, honestly, I think even a fed Rocket isn't incredibly dangerous if she's because, the old Rocket, fed Rocket would be painful, but the new one, I think her fed doesn't really do much for her team. Just waiting on Varus at the moment. Stuck at 81%.
Elite BAM did have previous load-in problems from the first game, so nice to see that they are not continuing for him.
And hopefully we don't have any remakes or any pauses. We won't just let it go nice and smooth. Because everyone, just like, you're sitting there watching the pause screen. It's like the equivalent of watching grass grow.
One thing to note is actually we've started on time. It is currently 4:30 EST.
Yep, it's
Is this efficiency from the featured matches? What is this? Sorcery.
It is very rare for us to be on time, so woo!
Up, and there's the 25-minute pause timer coming out for Bilgewater.
Oh no, what happened now?
I was lying.
Alright. I thought, because I'm still in the loading screen, I thought maybe I was just being slow. Alright, so...
And that's GG Pals getting a pentakill at level 7 right now. Unfortunately, Mike wasn't here to watch it.
The main thing, I think the trick to this game for Ionia will be is how fast will Yi be able to farm up and
Only if I'm at level 7. You can do it at level 4. Come on, man.
Get out of here, Heavy. Damn it, Heavy! This is my time!
Heavy, don't make me boop you.
Don't you have a game to play, Heavy? But, yeah, so, as I was saying, I think the key for Ionia is how quickly can they get Yi to his late game, because, you know, Nautilus is definitely going to have the lane pressure for his team earlier. He's going to, you know, he just ganks more. That's what he does, while he just wants to farm. So it's how quickly Yi's going to be able to get past this farming phase where he's actually going to have an impact on fights. And so that's really going to be the key, I think, to this game.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Shut up, Heavy. Get out of here.
Oh, wait, it's resuming now. I'll be back.
Heavy, I'm going to boop you.
She'll do it. She's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I care.
All the boops.
I need to get a tarp over his damn cage.
Ooh, Heavy?
We are experiencing a little bit... Yeah, that's how you get Paris to go to sleep.
True.
A little bit of spectator lag going on right now. First person to buy an item for their team shall be... Game started.
Nami.
That is Nami buying site ward for her team. Oops,
Nami.
Bilgewater pinging out the bot lane. Go to try and invade through there. Graves a little bit behind. Ooh, Gangplank did not buy his trinket.
Looks like Varus, even though we were waiting for him forever, had some connection issues. Gangplank taunting him to stop reading.
And that actually will be a pause for Ionia.
2 players just sitting in the base. That's not great for them. But as it looks, it does seem that Bilgewater wants to do an invade of blue coming up from the bot lane. Which, I think, you know, first off, they do have the advantage because right now it's just Yi and Ahri over there. And Varus and Srock, even once they connect, is going to take them time to run there. So nobody at a disadvantage. And shutting down Yi early means he's going to have trouble farming up, and he is not... His, you know, ability to make a presence in the game is going to be delayed even later than, you know, his normal time is. Especially
for Life Fixer, whose entire strategy is, I'm going to get my blue, my white, and my wolves, and then get in a good chunk of Feral Flame stacks with my Madrids.
The Life Fixer, he usually goes with the Madstone build,
He
right?
does, but he does finish up the Madrids. Or before Ega, what I meant.
Yeah, so this is within the time frame where Ionia could call for a remake.
Of course, that should be done after the 5 minutes of wait time.
Yes, it would be after the 5 minutes. Just depends on if people's computers decide to cooperate today or not. We don't have a...
Wait, thinking about it, Heavy being able to come in here must mean... whatever.
Summoner's Rift. Up in
Game restarted. Soraka buying her item, Varus, and bought his. Good.
Yeah, so, Bilgewater, they're not going to just run straight in, they're delaying it a little bit.
Ahri does not seem to... Nope. The ward being placed out will catch Raw, and they do know that the ward was placed. So the invade. Oh, there's the sweeper coming out to pop it.
Until minions spawn.
All 5 of the Ionia members in place to defend. They do not know that that bush is warded. Ionia not wanting to flat out defend, hoping to try to pinch off some people.
Yeah, looks like, I'm just going to try and take their blue if they're pressuring mine. Although it does look like Bilgewater is now rotating to that, so he has to back off. And Gangplank, he backed because he did not buy a trinket. He had to get that.
Minions have spawned.
Gotta get that. No, I'm not doing that. Anyway.
Yeah, so he basically just ran a lap, just getting some exercise in, warm up for the big match. Now he's ready to take his own blue.
Master Yi almost late to it.
He's still there, plenty of time. Graves and Nami are very far up in their lane. I guess they're hoping to catch Varus and Raka out when they arrive to lane.
So, Raka does have 22 AP right now, while she does have the Ancient Coin.
So, it looks like they're abandoning, or maybe not. Oh, yep, they're going. Raka face checks.
Very good.
Flash.
Very good Season 1 strat there. Sadly, the bubble does not connect. It used a little bit too late after the Raka flash, but it almost caught her.
Yeah, that is a perfect example of why you don't face check. She, does she still have a ward? Yeah, she still has a ward. She could have warded that instead. She decided to face check.
Soraka starting with her Q means that she will not be able to heal up Varus for a while, but at the same time, if she's not able to use it on the enemy, she will not be healed up. Looking towards the other lanes right now, Gangplank getting a little bit of a beating from the Aurelia, who did start with her stun. Mid lane, Twisted Fate roaming a little bit, gave Arya a tad of CS, but poke coming out from both champions.
So he got his blue, backed, teleported to the top inner tower.
Tis how Fixer do. Soraka surviving bot lane with 20 health, backing out in the bush next to her second tower.
This is also, not just Soraka missing out on experience and gold, but now Varus, he can't really farm either. And so anytime in a dueling where one of them backs, both suffer. A lot of times, I don't think it was this case, but a lot of times if one of them backs, it's best for just both of them to back.
Varus is down to a little above half health thanks to regen right now. Raka not with a single CS and only enough gold to get some more potions, which are biscuits in this case, and a sideboard.
In the top lane, we got Gangplank. He has pushed Aurelia up to her tower, and she is about basically under half health now with that last Q. And he's at full health.
Aurelia charging onto the Gangplank. He'll come out to block the stun, and that will be a lot more damage put onto Aurelia thanks to the passive from Gangplank.
Yeah, Gangplank he's a little behind on CS, I guess, because he's doing more pushing, and so he's not last hitting as effectively. But he is going to start making that because, Aurelia's under tower. You don't get CS when you're under tower. It's much less. And he's starting to basically he's going to force her out of lane sometime soon.
Already throwing out the taunt and the Q mid lane. Missing the taunt, however, but getting some decent damage out onto Twisted Fate.
Bot lane, Soraka and Varus forced to just back off center tower because they cannot deal with the damage that Graves and Nami are putting out.
A 400 gold CS lead, actually, or 400 gold lead on the side of Bilgewater right now.
Yeah, that's, not major, but it is a sign that Ionia is not doing well. Just it's not even kills, it's just they're not able to farm as well as Bilgewater, which
Varus is at 9 right now, 10, 20 behind the game. Graves, damn it.
And that's the problem. Usually the ADC is the person you want to have the absolute most CS on your team. This, just straight up Nami and Graves with that initial maneuver to force Soraka to flash and have to recall.
Oh, Gangplank.
Really,
I'm gonna rewind to view that happening.
Yeah, looks like he tower dived, lost quite a bit of health, but came out ahead.
Aurelia took a Q, bringing her down to about 100 health. Flash coming out from GG, and actually a Q just outright murdering the Aurelia, not even needing to basic attack under tower. Very quick and easy play from Dark Omega.
Right now, Nihilus showing up, ganking the Ahri. Oh, he throws out the hook, but hits a minion directly in front of him.
Both of them flash over the wall. Gameplay ultimate coming out of the way. Basic attack not able to finish off Ahri, sadly.
Oh, so that should have been a Bilgewater kill, but there were just a couple small misplays that let Ahri get away. First off was the obvious miss by Nihilus. He hit the minion standing right next to him instead of Ahri with his pull. Then after that, both TF and Nihilus flash her wall to catch up with her ult. But then Nihilus, his stun on his passive was on at the same time TF's gold card stun was on, which means, it's the equivalent of having one stun instead of having two if they're both on at the same time.
Well, granted, Nautilus isn't a stun, it's just an immobilize, and it would only been for about half a second, but every little bit helps. And if Gangplank had aimed that ultimate a little bit more to the left, he definitely would have been able to finish off the Ahri, because it would have been 1 and 2 more shots of the ultimate.
Yep, just like these really small mistakes that add together let her get away.
Now, I don't believe Nautilus was caught out by Mr. Yi doing his blue buff. No wards in the tri-bush, and this does look like a tower dive coming out from the Nautilus.
He is nearby, but he doesn't know the Nautilus is there. He thinks it's just a... Oh, he just wants to get Dragon. That's what he's doing there.
Pink Ward will spot him out.
Has no idea that Dragon's going down. Both junglers are completely ignorant of the other jungler's plan, despite being very close to each other.
Nautilus isn't level 5, but with a good amount of buffing from Nami, will be able to secure the kill onto the Raka. Stun coming out onto the Vars, and that will be Heavy Weapons Guy taking it with an ult directly into his face. Now that was Dragon taken by Master Yi. The gold, not as equivalent, an 800 gold lead on the side of Bilgewater right now. A kill going onto the jungler and the ADC with decent tower damage going out right now. In fact, it probably could be taken.
Yeah, I think the 2 for Dragon is the gold.
Oh, and that is Allie's damaging the hell out of Ahri right there. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that was almost 2 kills.
Continue on what you were saying. I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, so in the bot lane, though, I think the gold from Dragon is a little bit more than 2 kills at the moment. Obviously, late in the game, the more Dragon's worth. Like, if it was late in the game, that Dragon would be worth a lot more than 2 kills. Right now, I think it's just a little bit more. Although the damage onto tower, I think, is going to give the edge coming out of that fight to Bilgewater, just because that tower is going to be very easy for them to kill next time they pressure it.
Watching the fight between Twisted Fate and Ahri, Ahri took a series of wild cards directly to the face. Twisted Fate using his ultimate to get around top of her, but unfortunately it was a blue card that landed onto her. She ulted over the wall to dodge the wild card, and Master Yi ran right into it in attempts to save her. If that had been a stun card, it would have been a kill for him, because the wild card would have landed. But that will be Master Yi and Ahri having to back out at the time. Jumping to the current time right now.
Yeah, and we are just in a pause. Looks like Bilgewater is having a little problems with Heavy Weapons Guy's connection. But just looking at some of the positioning, even though they're frozen, it does look as though Nihilus is there to try to commit to a tower dive on Aurelia. Yi is nearby. He could try counter gank once he sees it.
Nautilus is 2 level behind the Yi. Another grip onto the minion. Gameplay taking a lot of damage from the tower. Actually, they might be able to turn it around if he's able to get some damage onto Life Fixer. Oh, that is Nautilus killing off Master Yi, taking red buff. He will be able to take the Aurelia in the middle of the CS wave. E landing. Basic attack coming right out. Oh, W able to proc. Will that be enough? A hook landing into Aurelia's back, helping secure the kill for Nautilus, giving him a double. Unfortunately, Gangplank did not get credit for the Aurelia. And looking towards bot lane, it does seem like Graves was able to take out Soraka. Very nice turn of events. Early game going towards Bilgewater right now. A near 2k advantage, even though Dragon has been taken by Master Yi.
In the mid lane, Ahri pressuring mid tower. TF pretty low and taking harass. He's just going to have to recall. So that's good for Ari, considering how up till now it's been TF putting all the damage on the mid towers. So she gets some reprieve there.
And now that is the Lich Bane components built for Twisted Fate.
Yeah, Ari looking to try gank bot lane, just running up the lane. It is hard to gap close when you're doing it like that, but her ultimate does have a lot.
Stun coming out, landing on Rock. Aurelia teleporting in. Varus landing his ultimate onto the Nami, securing the kill. Ari dashing through the minion lane. Wave doesn't seem like she'll be able to get him unless Master Yi does take it. Nope, that wasn't Aurelia coming in, that was Master Yi. I apologize. That was Soraka using her ultimate as well.
I guess Soraka just felt like their team needed a little more health, even though there was no real danger.
No, she did not get the assist onto the Graves either, so that was not worth it.
That could be why she popped her ult. It's like, oh, if I get a heal off on the person who kills him, I get an assist. But she hit the ult after.
Yes, indeed. Very nice play from the side of Ionia with a 4-man gank. Unfortunately, Twisted Fate using his ultimate does not get anything. Wildcard's missing, thinking that Varus would move.
Yeah, so they're getting still 900 gold in Bilgewater's favor, but that is a step towards Ionia trying to claw their way back into this. Now, it does look as though Bilgewater is moving people around Dragon in the bot lane, which is going to be up in about 2 minutes. Of course, they don't know the exact timer because Yi killed it with no vision on him. So they thought it was up, but it wasn't. And instead they want to tower dive.
Nautilus, Twisted Fate, and Nami not caught up by Wars. Flash coming out, stunning the Rock. Gangplank ultimate helping secure the kill. Nautilus using his ultimate onto the Varus. Unfortunately, his hook did not land beforehand, and that will be a very quick and easy tower dive. Unfortunately, Gangplank in the top lane was being taken down by Aurelia. Master Yi trying to get onto her, but the wards revealing him from the entire time. And that will be Master Yi taking down Gangplank.
I will say, though, that bot lane play by Bilgewater, very impressed by what Graves was able to do there. So, based on Ionia's, vision, it was, in lane was just Graves versus the dual lane of Ionia. And, Ionia kind of felt like there was something going on, so they were trying to stay in the tower. But Graves was able to just put a ton of damage onto the Varus while he was under tower, before his team even showed up for the tower dive.
And that will be the secondary tower in bot lane taken by Bilgewater, while Yi and Aurelia are taking the top lane. Unfortunately, if Gangplank had used his ultimate in the top lane, he could have killed off the Aurelia, may have survived the Master Yi, or killed him off, or have died himself. But bot lane did get him a definite double assist with his ult.
Yeah. And looks like this mid tower is going to be going down. There's just not enough Ionian players there.
Ari getting hit by the ultimate and the Nautilus Q. He's taken tower. Very high amount. She dives back in, has to flash away. Stun card coming out from Twisted Fate. Lands it and kills off the Ari.
I don't know what Ari was thinking. It's like she already used up 2 of her ultimate dashes.
Using his ultimate, stun card procced by Twisted Fate. Bubble turning her away. Heavy being very, very active right there. Var's ultimate coming out, knocking up just the Graves, but that does mean Heavy Weapons guy falls. Now that was a 3k gold advantage, but it's now creeped into a little less than a 3k advantage after that kill. Oh, hook coming out onto the Megamancer. Oh, top. Yes, top tower will fall. Twisted Fate not able to land the gold card, wasn't fast enough from that Nautilus engage. And that will increase the lead by over 3,000, over 3,000. So that will be a second dragon heading towards Ionia.
So yeah, just over 2,000 now. That's basically what it's stabilizing at. And so Bilgewater is up, 3 towers compared. They got 3 towers more than Ionia does. And Yi, I guess, they made the good choice of going for Dragon because no one was anywhere near top lane to try to do that. But Dragon, they're showing they got Dragon control, and Dragon does, eventually start, becoming more and more valuable. And so, if they can keep up that Dragon control, they can easily turn this around because that's going to give them so much global gold for their whole team.
Pally's is building up Morelnomicon right now, having finished the components for Lich Bane and the Morelnomicon. Wanting to finish both of those items at once.
Interesting choice. Lich Bane, is a very standard item on Twisted Fate. Gives him a lot of burst. And Morelnomicon, I guess he's trying to just counter all that Soraka healing.
That is the thing as well. Beside the fact that books are Ionia's #1 weakness, reducing the healing from Aurelia, Raka, Master Yi, Varus' lifesteal, and Ahri's passive is very crucial in order to win little teamfight skirmishes.
Yeah, like everyone on Ionia basically has a heal if you include all the lifesteal Varus has. Twisted Fate ulting in. He's gonna be able to take out this Varus.
Gameplay ultimate coming in as well. Nami ultimate locking everything down. Ahri does ult away, but into the Nautilus, and that will be Ahri secured for Bilgewater as well. Unfortunately, a stun coming out, landing on the Aurelia. Don't know how much he's going to get out of that. Master Yi using his ultimate, trying to get advantage. Nautilus ulting Aurelia and Master Yi. Unfortunately, the ultimate was used by Heavy before, but that still does secure the kill against Aurelia. Raka in the background, trying to heal up as much as she can using her Q. Oh, and the hook barely missing.
Yeah, so that originally looked kind of like just TF trying to get a little greedy because he just teleported into the middle of like 3 Ionian players.
Raka is going to die.
Yeah, so even though it looked greedy because TF was tumbling into the middle of 3 Ionian players, the follow-up by Bilgewater just instantly turned that around.
Speaking of follow-up, Nautilus missing a point-blank hook, but getting some damage out of Red Buff, keeping him locked down. Dashing over the wall, he's exhausted in the middle of the team fight. Varus using his ultimate. Master Yi using his heal to survive. No focus coming out, and that will be a very big cleanup coming out. Oh, Gangplank almost able to take out Varus. Will he? No, sadly not.
So, Ahri forced to back off because Twisted Fate showed up, and she doesn't want to have to take on Twisted Fate right now.
Now, Varus did walk past a ward. He's not spotted right now. Do not believe he will be caught out. Nope, he just showed himself bot lane. That turned very sour for Bilgewater, having Nautilus not hitting the hook onto Master Yi, allowing him to get 3 auto attacks off in the entire course of the cast animation, and with Red Buff being able to slow him down, he was not able to get away towards his teammates, and then Varus ultimate locking up 4 of the players really did secure those kills. Nami almost dying to the Varus ultimate itself, but fortunately got out of the way before it procced.
But at the same time, Bilgewater can actually afford to make a few mistakes. They got 4 towers over more than Ionia, and they got 3,000 gold lead. So although not good, they can
Nami
afford it.
landing onto Ahri, forcing her to flash coming out with Fate using his stun card. Nami ultimate coming out, which does secure the kill. Gameplay ultimate coming out, forcing a flash from Rocket, keeping her slowed. Stun card coming out, no way to cast spells until the Silence Field ends. Hope coming onto, oh my god, the crit from Triforce. A massacre happening mid lane with just catch after catch. Ahri not able to use her ultimate over the wall to escape the Raka ultimate, or not the Nami ultimate.
Master Yi's trying to come around the Bilgewater team, but he can't take on the whole 5 Bilgewater team. It's just not going to happen.
And the tower has fallen. Mid lane inhibitor being broken. Oh, hook landing onto Aurelia. Snare coming out slows. Fortunately, Aurelia's passive giving her enough tenacity to survive the fight. Master Yi taking out the backline of the mini
just
wave.
has to run away. It was like he was trying to okay, they're gonna focus on her, and try to dive their backline.
Teleport coming out from Twisted Fate right on top of the Master Yi, stunning him up, just securing an easy kill. All 5 members of the team getting credit for it.
Yeah, that was not a very thought-out play by Yi. He didn't realize that Bilgewater could see behind them because they had minions and wards placed down, and so he just got caught way out of position. And now that gives Bilgewater a, 7,000 gold lead?
Something to note right now, looking towards the builds. Gangplank has finished his Triforce and Static Shiv. Aurelia with her her Triforce Merc Treads. Nautilus with the same... Oh no, not the same build as previous game. He does have his Moby Boots finished with Home Guard, finished Golem item. About to finish up his Sunfire Cape, probably going to build into Frozen Heart next again. Master Yi with Blade of the Rune King, Mad Stone with Pharaoh Flare, long swords or something, Twisted Fate with Morel Namicon Lichbane, and no boots so far. Oh, no, just built Sorcerer Shoes in full, actually, versus Ari's DFG Sorcerer Shoes. ADCs, we have Graves with his Infinity Edge, Static Shiv, Double Dorn Blade, and boots, versus Varus's Blade of the Rune King with Berserker Greaves. And finally with the sports, we have Nami, Frostfang, Amplifying Tome, Mikhail's Sightstone with Mobies, versus Soraka's Chalice, Nomad's Medallion, Sightstone, and Bare Boots. And that is Ionia taking the third dragon. Silence Field coming out will silence and stun or snare the Raw. Ultimate coming out, locking down Master Yi. Gangplank using his E to help catch out the Soraka, and that is a Nami bubble to kill.
Yeah, so, you know, even though Soraka works out in Ionia's favor, they got Dragon, which is going to help them hopefully get back in this game, because if they lose this game, they lose their chance of winning this weekend.
Or winning
because Bilgewater already won the first game.
Now the inhibitor is being taken down. So far, 5 seconds left on Soraka, who does not have home guard, so she will not be able to rush into the fight. Oh, taunt landing onto Nautilus, and that will be the inhibitor falling while Rocco was dead.
So the taunt landed on Nautilus, but that's really the person that doesn't care if a taunt lands on him. He's the tank.
Now they are going to be running through a hell of a lot of Ionian wards right now while running through the jungle. Red buff being taken away from Master Yi. Oh, they are... Ionia is staying on a ward. Stun landing onto the Nami. Ultimate coming out from Nautilus, who sadly Ari does not jump into her team. Oh, Nami using her ultimate. Varus walking right into it along with Aurelia. Yi jumping into the backline with Aurelia as well. Up. Just cleanup after cleanup. Mikhail's coming out to heal up the Twisted Face so he didn't die. Triple kill onto the Gangplank. Baraka running away from that teamfight, not even trying to help.
And that will be game. I mean, at the very least,
Hook landing on Soraka.
Will get 2 towers.
And now it'll be Nautilus taking the kill.
I don't see Ionia stopping this. I mean, the towers and Nexus are going out so fast, they're just not going to be able to survive.
Oh, Ari does sec. Ari and Gangplank. Ari kills off Twisted Fate and Gangplank. That will also be Nami falling. A possible Penta if it wasn't for the fact that Nexus was at no health.
So,
GG
yeah.
indeed. Double the kills on the side of Bilgewater, helping them secure their second game of this week.
Yeah, Bilgewater is up 2-0, and so now Bilgewater's already won the set, and the next game's basically over if Ionia gets a small little mainland event, or if Bilgewater will get some extra balance of power.
Now, Mike, who are your MVPs for the Bilgewater and Ionian team?
Alright, so for Ionia, I'll start with them. I'm going to have to give it to E because he gave them all their dragon control, got them 3 dragons. So yeah. But for Bilgewater, it's a little harder to try to decide, but I'm going to end up having to side with Gangplank because he created a lot of the global pressure with his ult, and he did a really good job, I felt.
For myself, I will give the Ionia MVP to Lightfixer, using his Master Yi, securing enough dragons for his team to give them enough of a gold amount to try and fight. Unfortunately, team fights and focusing did not help them in that. And for Bilgewater, I'm going to give my MVP to Raw. He gave a lot of very high-risk ganks for bot lane and top lane, going behind the tower for the double kill bot lane, and then going up against a level 8 Master Yi and a level, I believe, 8 at the time, or 9 Aurelia, nearly diving tower, able to secure a double kill while Gangplank was being... But there you have it, everybody. That is the second game of November 15th. I am JD Mage. I will be in the next game, actually, so Mike, you're going to have a different partner. Yay. I hope he is half as charismatic as I am.